Let's continue watching the video. Of course, I need to press it on this one.
Always like that. He
Right.
had the
Of
whole
course.
situation of what he went through
Oh
with his
yeah.
divorces and all. But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
It's all public.
yes,
He's
it was
the best lyricist ever, in my opinion. His fucking shit is so complicated. The way he does things back. What's that one song where he does backwards? The
Rewind.
rewind.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant
Yo,
song.
you want to have this bro? We don't want to talk about this. Like,
Just for me. It's okay,
Nas
my
is
opinion.
like, and I've had the opportunity to meet Nas a lot. Like, I wouldn't say a lot, but he knows what he means to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, actually, he wanted to sign me to his label. I didn't sign to him because, I mean, whatever. I mean, money, man.
Yeah,
Money,
I
money,
get
man. The other contract was more money, man.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
that's what it is. But sometimes I think about that. Did I make a mistake? But like, damn, just because the artist that I looked up to my entire life that made me be a rapper tried to sign me, and I didn't sign with him, all because of money.
Mm.
And now, like even we, no, I'm not saying like I feel any way about being with Warp. Like I love Warp. Warp is, they've done part two. Warp has made me a better artist than what I actually am
How's that?
because
His actions here, he chose money above. I won't say it was his vision, but maybe a desire,
Passion, maybe.
passion. Being signed by your favorite rapper of all times, I think that would be very high on your list. It's a recognition of your talent.
Yeah.
In this case, I wouldn't say his choices might have led him into a blind alley because he still has a driving career. I think it's more the first part of the question. His actions, were they contradicting against what he's aiming for, what he was aiming for to be signed, or at least to have. I mean, he's been recognized by Nas, so. But having being signed to his label, was it conflicting not to go for that?
Um, I think hindsight is always 2020, right? And he got money. So, of course, I always say to people who say, yeah, they use examples of people who maybe strived to get a lot of money and afterwards had regrets. For example, because their kids hate them or things like that. And I always say it's relative, because let's be honest, KR. You know how many people there are who have not do not have money and still have regrets and resentment. So the chasing the money is not the thing. I do think that there comes a certain point in time where you are financially satisfied,
Secured.
yeah, secure. But I'm using the word satisfied in the sense that, because secure is like satisfied has the emotion to it. Secured is just like it's like the
It's more
financial.
number based.
Yeah. So, and then you start doing things that you like. You start doing more things than you like, instead of things that you have to do. You can actually start financing a certain lifestyle because you have the money, right? Instead of having to live a different lifestyle due to the money, And that's when you want to have fun. And I think that Danny Brown might be in the space to have where he wants to have fun. So where fun is a definite, it plays a huge role in his choices. So perhaps if Nas offers him a deal now, he would say yes. But you can argue that he's in a different space than he was when the deal was offered. Of course, you might you know there are always things that will leave you wondering what if. But yeah, I don't think I don't know I don't know everything about, let's say, Danny Brown, at least not during that time, and so I can't speak for him, but I do think that there was a reason back then why there must have been a reason why the money was more important. Do you get what I'm saying? Does it make sense?
Yeah, of course. You make sometimes choices that at that time make sense, but hindsight, like you said, hindsight is always 20/20, and you realize that maybe it wasn't the best choice.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
It's like, okay, just even out. Like the album that I made an album during COVID, obviously. We were sitting around when nobody could do nothing. And I just felt like, oh shit, I ain't. So I just started going to the studio and just started recording songs, making music, record an album. And this is the album that we're gonna release. But the album been done for like 3 years. Like, you know? And
Well,
so
what's been the holdup? You don't know? So it's all on them?
that's what happened when you sign the record labels.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, you want to hear, bro? All right, you want to hear? All right, let me give you my rundown story. I might need
3
another drink.
years?
I might need another drink.
I think you need another drink.
Might need another drink. Yeah. All right, so check this out. Danny Brown, being a regular rapper from Detroit, whatever. Fuck. All right, whatever.
Cheers, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm not even gonna go into Tony Yayo and G on it, all weird shit. Just get to the point of. So I remember it's a festival in New York at the time. Was called CMJ Festival, which was like cool. It was like, you know, same thing as South by Southwest, but it's in Texas. That's what it was for New York. They had this festival, CMJ Festival, and at one of these shows they had at Brooklyn Bowl, Fools Gold Records, through a show, and Kanye showed up, and it shut.
Kanye again.
There
Kanye
he
always
is.
shows up.
Yeah.
There he is.
Wherever you go, there he is.
There he is. Oh man.
Shut the whole shit down, like,
Might as well.
and I couldn't go.
Might as well call him Darius.
I couldn't get in. I was like, and to me, I was like, man, Fools Gold Records, like, man, they like the illest shit. Like, if I could ever be cool with Fools Gold Records, like, whatever I can do to be down with Fools Gold Records, I would do. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit.
Yeah.
So then shit goes on years. I end up getting a situation. I started talking to Fools Gold, and I don't think they were really into signing me at the time, but Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest was real close with A-Track, who's one of the owners of Fools Gold, and they hung out, and A-Track.
A-Track is a legendary DJ, by the way.
Right.
Just for you guys get a little bit of context. Q-Tip is the face of the Tribe Called Quest. One of there are 3 guys, and he's also the main rapper of the group.
Track was like, man, we thinking about signing Danny Brown, and Q-Tip was like, nigga, thinking? Are you retarded? Like, this is one of the illest niggas. He broke it down to him like, what makes me so ill? Which we can talk after.
That has to be nice.
No, I'm literally like super ill. Like when it comes to like rap, like it's just like cheating. Like I'm like steroid. Like it's super ill. Like I can cheat. Like it's super ill. So then he was like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna sign it, cause. So then I already knew I was gonna get signed to Fools Gold. We already had this to each other. So it was no negotiation on what the shit was. So I was going in interviews already. Like I would do interview and they'd be like, what's going to happen? And I'd be like, oh, I'm signing the Fools Gold. So boom, to say that, We signed a contract. I signed for $5,000. Literally $5,000, and it was South by Southwest happening the next week, and I had like 2 shows. So I literally spent the entire signing bonus at South by Southwest the next week. So I had no money, super broke, whatever the fuck. I'm living off my girl. You get what I'm saying? Like her banking on me making it as a rapper kind of situation. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we do whatever we do. We get that. But then the album comes out, and at the time, no one really thought about the album. I would think no one, I did. But at that time, no one thought that the album would be like a big deal. End up the album come out at one fucking album of the year in Spin magazine. It ended up being one of the best albums I ever had in my career. Like, but when you think about it, it's like a person back against the wall. When you listen to the album, my back against the wall.
Right.
And the whole concept of the album is, rap music is all about being young, 20-year-olds. The album is called 30. This is an album about a 30-year-old rapper just now starting to get a break and how he feels,
Yeah.
So yeah, and the album did good. It did good.
Congratulations.
It did good. It did good. I'm saying not like sales wise or anything like that, but culturally,
Mm-hmm.
it did good. And
It got recognition.
so I was able to get a lot of shit from that. And I got a lot of deals and signed a lot of shit. And then my next album after that was Old. It's called Old. But that charted Billboard. But it was a lot of money. Like I spent, it was a lot of money spent in that. I say that to say this. Okay. As me as a kid from Detroit, got good at rap. All right. I know how to rap. A record label signs me. I rap for this record label, make an album. In my head, as when you start to make music, you want to be as experimental and to be you as much as point. You don't understand this the thing called music business. So you're not thinking about business.
You're just thinking about art.
I'm just trying to make the best. Me, Illmatic was the greatest album I ever heard in my life. So to me, it's like Illmatic, and other one is Cannibal Ox, Covain. Like, so to me, it's like I'm trying to make albums to mirror those. I'm just trying to as me as a rapper, as an artist or a musician, just trying to shit that I was influenced by, try to make a piece of art that could stand next to that. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
at this point in life, now that shit don't matter no more. Cause there's too much money to be made behind this shit. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't care about this shit. And then now.
So do you think that by trying to make something that stands next to that, somehow or another you'll lose money?
Definitely.
How come?
Because time changed.
Time changes how?
The shit that we liked in 1994, we don't like it in 2004.
I still do. I think there's a lot of people that still
but we
do.
got to think about the kids.
Dude, I still listen to Cool G rap.
Have you listened to Playboy Cardi?
No.
See?
Well, I'll listen to anything.
Are your actions conflicting your vision? We have seen in recent years not only mainstream artists gaining a lot of traction and also monetary gains. There have also there there are also others within the music genre of hip hop that have been paving their own way in a sense. The question is, are your actions conflicting your vision? If you have a vision in general for a artist as an artist and you decide to sign to a major label, the chances are you will probably make music that's not aligned with your vision because the major label is trying to make money. As Daniel already said,